What's up, guys? This is a pretty scripted video, so I'm going to go ahead and make this quick and nice. I'm going to go ahead and state this right here. I am actually reading off a note sheet that I typed out ahead of time while I was brainstorming things to mention in this video, so I'm not going to be really looking at the camera a whole lot. Okay, so you're watching this video. I'm assuming you're also a dishwasher, looking up other dishwashers on YouTube, like I did. You either applied to be a dishwasher, just started as a dishwasher, or you're about to start as a dishwasher. Hell, you might even be a line cook or front of the house staff wanting to know what it's like washing dishes from the actual dishwasher's point of view. I also just want to say I will be saying this phrase a lot, maybe. Yeah, the phrase is, it just all depends on where you work. But these are just some general dishwasher things that may more or less may be relevant to any dishwashing position. These things are being typed as they pop in my head. Some are good, some are bad, and are not in any kind of order. So some places will treat you like crap for being a dishwasher without realizing without the dishwasher, they wouldn't have clean dishes to prep and cook food with, as the dishwashers actually play important roles in the restaurant business. However, in my experience, I don't get this myself. I don't get this myself. Me and the back of house all get along like friends, or chef likes to say, we're all a family back here in the back of the house. So how you get treated really depends on where you work and who you work with. You will also get a lot of dishes, which should be obvious as a dishwashing job. You will clean something and someone will take that clean object, use it again, have you clean it again. You will end up washing the same dishes over and over throughout the day, and it can get, kind of annoying when you're cleaning something you just cleaned 15 minutes ago. From my personal experience, the servers can be the laziest people in the place. They don't always stack the dishes right or tell you when the cup racks are full, and will just leave cups sitting on the edge of the dish sink area. They sometimes even just leave piles of unscrapped food and plates and ramekins just sitting there on the edge. The place I wash dishes at cut out the bussers, apart from the day busser, who happens to be a great guy and one of my favorite co-workers. So at night, where there are no longer any bussers, the servers who have the bus now, along with serving, will allow trays of dishes to sit outside in different areas of the restaurant with the excuse that they're too busy to bring them back. So you might get slammed with a ton of dishes at once, but this may not be a problem in places that do have bussers. You will most likely work doubles as a dishwasher. I personally do a double shifts on Mondays. I go in at 11 a.m., work until 2:30 p.m. or 3 p.m., depending on how busy we are, and come back at 4:30 p.m. It's about up to 3 p.m. Lunch is pretty much done. I come back at 4:30 p.m. rarely, but sometimes I do allow to get to come back at 5 p.m. if we aren't busy that night. Which brings me to something that just popped in my head. I work at a private dining, so business mostly relies on reservations. Yes, we get walk-ins, but most of our business for the day comes from ahead of time reservations that's been called ahead by days or even weeks. So your schedule and amount of dishes will be obviously different than other places. Private dining like mine is more or less likely to have less dishes than something like Red Robin, Golden Corral, Golden Corral, Red Lobster, Olive Garden, any of those kind of places. There are popular chains. Washing dishes can be very stressful. How the day goes and how fast you can get it all done really relies on the speed and attitude of those working around you. You're more likely to get things done faster with less stress by having a good work environment where people aren't yelling at each other or slamming things or just in a pissed off mood in general. Other people's emotions in the restaurant can affect yours very easily, especially if everyone works together, both front and back of house, which is most unlikely though. Mostly it's front of house in my experience, So you're going to get a lot of different kinds of dishes, utensils, bowls, all kinds of plates of shapes and sizes, cutting boards, ramekins, knives, clamps, dressing cups, a whole bunch of different kind of stuff. Your back is most likely going to hurt while you're washing dishes after a while. It's not intolerable. It's pretty moderate back pain. Can get annoying, especially if you're working a long shift. You also crave a change of clothes. You will quickly change your clothes, even possibly a shower. Yes, you will need a shower after your shift ends every time. Working during the day and the night are very different. From my experience, for me, the night shift is longer and more boring. There are more dishes as more people are at dinner and tend to get more appetizers and salads, and there's more the people who eat at lunch. I work mostly days. Like I said, I work at doubles on Mondays, but at my work day dishwashing job is from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. However, I mostly get done by 2:30 p.m. Night dishwashers are 3 p.m. to close. It's just me and one other guy, though. If you work just a night here, you're most likely to get out around 9:30 p.m. However, if it's super dead, you usually get out by 8:30 if it's super dead and everyone's gone, you get the dishes done. Most places will give dishwashers a free meal per shift, depending on where you work. You either can pick what you want, or pick up off a selection, or whatever is left from the buffet. If buffets are ever relevant to where you work, I personally get to pick anything I want, even custom weird food like peanut butter burgers and mashed potato burgers and stuff like that. Expect to have a low pay, yeah, low pay unless you work in a very busy, fancy place. Like I said, Olive Garden, Golden Corral. I mean, I never worked there, so I don't know what the pay is, but you're more likely to get better pay at those places compared to what I get. I've been working at my job for 2 years now, washing dishes. I still make $8.50 an hour, and haven't gotten a single raise. I don't really, I stopped complaining about it a while ago because it's not going to happen. I can work somewhere else, get better pay an hour and more hours, but this place is close by my house, so I don't spend a lot of time. I don't spend a lot of money on gas, or my car doesn't get a whole ton of miles on it because of that. So it's close by. It might be low pay, but it is close by, and no money on gas as much. If I got to fill up every 2 months, maybe. You would be expected to do more than just washing dishes. When you're not busy, where I work, we have a list of things we can work on when we're slow. Things like sweeping and mopping the walk-in, upstairs and downstairs, wiping off walls, cleaning loose trash outside on the dumpster. Some things might come up the trash bags and you throw them in there, or things might fall up in the dumpster somehow. I don't know, but things like that. Side cleaning and stuff. You're not going to be able to have long hair or a big beard. I just recently shaved, just 2 days ago. If you have long hair, you're going to have to tie it up or put it in a ponytail. If you have a big beard, depending on the place, they will either make you wear a beard guard or have you trim it up. My workplace won't let me use beard guards, so I just shave mine off every once in a while. You're going to have times where there's nothing to do. You'll be caught up on side of work and dishes, like I said earlier. At some point, that washing dishes can be stressful. At times, it can be the most boring job ever. When you're slow and bored, you realize how tired you are, or how bad your back is starting to hurt from your long shift. You're going to get thirsty too, by the way. Working in a restaurant, it's going to get hot from all the grills and ovens and stuff going on. It's best to bring a tumbler, because a tumbler is basically a insulated cup that keeps your drinks really cold for a long time, or hot for a very long time. It's best to bring, one of them, fill up with cold water and a bunch of ice cubes. That's what I do, and that's what Chef does. Works. Keeps you hydrated. Apart from the hair and beard thing, as a dishwasher, you can pretty much wear anything to work for the most part. Customers aren't going to come back and really see you. So that's all I can really think of at the top of my head right now. It sounds like there's a lot worse stuff than it really is, but it's a job, and all jobs aren't really meant to be fun. Washing dishes isn't really the best thing to live off of, and it's just best to have as a second job, or the job to work while you're in college or something to earn money. I have it as my personal living job. I live off pay bill stuff, washing dishes and stuff. It's not the best or most reliable job for that, though. I'm done reading off a script. I might not have too much more to say. I love the people I work with for the most part, at least back in the kitchen. I could honestly not give a shit about the people up front. Last couple nights I worked like this Monday, this last Monday, the Monday before that, and the Saturday, because I was covering the night guy's vacation. So I was working our doubles Monday through Saturday that week. Servers, they were bad about leaving the dishes out up front and stuff. I mean, like I said earlier in this video from my note sheet here, some places have buzzers and some don't. I like working on the day because it's shorter than a night shift. Typically, in my workplace, I mean, I was watching this video from the dabbing dishwasher. You guys don't know who Dabby Dishwasher is. She'll come up on YouTube. He's a dishwasher who makes vlogs every day washing dishes. I thought about doing that myself, but it would take too much time in editing because there's certain slow periods throughout the day. And I might one day get like a stand or something at my phone. Maybe I'll record myself washing some dishes on my job during the peak period of dishes. But yeah, guys, if you're looking for a dishwasher job, it can be easy, it can be hard. It just really depends on where you're applying at, where you're going to be working at. Some places are a lot easier than others. Some places have different dishes. You might, at one place, you might have more plates than you would anything else because, there's lots of pots, pans, skillets, a lot at my job. Of course, that's going to be anywhere you work, but some places it's more than that than others. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to make this video of what it's like to be a dishwasher. That's more or less most of the stuff you might have to experience. Some places you'll be allowed to do extra stuff though, like at my job. If I'm caught up, and I have a list of things, like I said in the script, of extra side work as a dishwasher when you're not washing dishes. I prefer to help with prep cook. I can help with a lot of prep. I make butter. I can make some butter. I can fill the speed rack up with potatoes to help the line cook with that, so he doesn't have to do that. Sometimes I'll help him slice meats or cheese when they're busy. I'll slice and cut potatoes. Back in the day, we don't do seafood that much anymore because they don't really sell well anymore. But I used to, chop up crab legs and stuff. Chop them up to join. I take a pair of scissors and cut them up and get the meat out. Sometimes I'll get the chicken out, walk in, and season that up and get that ready to cook and do that a lot, just various different things. You can move up as a dishwasher at some point, depending on where you work at. Sometimes dishwashers go up to be from dishwashers to line cooks, sometimes even to managers, or a great chef. I've heard many different things. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll ever do anything like that. The most I could hope for was go up to a line cook. We really don't want to do that, though. It's just not me. I don't personally like washing dishes as much as anybody else does, but I would rather wash dishes than be a line cook because I can be very stressful too. Practically, really, I don't want to say I hate my job. I really don't. I actually like coming to work. I like seeing people. I like talking to my coworkers. It's just that, any job is going to be stressful, You're going to have times when you want to come in, you'd be like, oh, I don't want to be here. I'd rather be at home asleep. I'm tired. But that's any job. I never said it really anywhere, but I really don't have a huge work experience behind me. Apart from the dishwashing job, I've had a job or two, whatnot before this one. They didn't really last as long. They were mostly stocking jobs at a grocery store or something. Dishwashing, like I say, depending on where you work, it could be an easy job. It's just not the best job for a full time or anything. If you're going to get a dishwasher job, make sure it's like a second job or something. Maybe possibly thinking about getting a second job as a dishwasher somewhere at some point. I don't know, because working dishwasher, it's not really going to pay you enough to make a living. But yeah, I'm checking this on. This is the general things you can expect as a basic things as a dishwasher if you've never been one before. If you have any more questions or anything, maybe you're watching this, maybe you're about to start the dishwasher, and maybe you're nervous or something, just ask me some other things about things and how, or, maybe tips if you just started. Maybe you want some tips or something on how to get better or how to get faster or how to clean things a certain way to get everything going faster. I don't know. Just leave a comment and I'll try to do my best to help, and I'll see you guys later.